Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to add Stripe customers to MS Excel. So if you want to keep a record of all the customers that you have created in Stripe, then you can get help from this automation that we are going to create using Pabbly Connect, where our trigger will be the customer created in Stripe and our action will be to add new row in MS Excel. Let us learn how to do that. So in this video, we are going to learn how to keep a record of all the customers that are created in your Stripe. Like here you have been keeping a record of all the created customers in Stripe, but we can keep them in our MS Excel as well with these columns made. And you don't have to copy paste these contact details to this sheet. In fact, this can be done automatically. So let us quickly sign in into our account, so that we will reach this place where I can see all the applications provided by Pabbly, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect to create this automation. Click on Access Now, and then you will reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Reaching here, you will see a big blue button on your right side where it's written Create Workflow. Click on the button and give a suitable name to your workflow. I'm going to name it as Add Stripe Customers to MS Excel. Click on Create, and then a blank workflow will be created for you like you can see on your screen. Now you will be able to see two major modules of Pabbly Connect, Trigger and Action. I would like to remind you that make sure you have opened your Stripe account and your MS Excel sheet on which you are going to work. So this automation is useful if you don't want to share the credentials of your Stripe account, but also you want to give the details of the customers so that you can share this spreadsheet or this MS Excel sheet to that person without even giving the credentials. So now let us understand the working of trigger and action. So the trigger says when this happens and action says do this, which means when the trigger application performs this event, then the action application will perform this assign action, that too automatically. So here our trigger application is Stripe, because first the adding of the customer is going to take place in Stripe only. The event will be new customer, and then it will provide you a webhook URL that you have to use to connect your Stripe and your Pabbly Connect. So let us learn. These are the instructions given to you. Go to your Stripe account, click on developers on the top over here, and it will take you to the developers page where you will find the API keys, webhooks, events and everything. So click on this webhook, and here you have to add endpoint over here. So copy this webhook URL, which will help you to fetch data from your Stripe account to this Pabbly Connect. Do not worry, Pabbly Connect is 100% safe. Now paste this endpoint URL over here. The description I'm going to write as MS Excel sheet. Okay. Then we have to select the event when we want this webhook to work. So we want to create a customer, and that is what we want, that whenever a customer is created, this webhook should send all the related content over here to your Pabbly Connect response. So here click on Add Events and Add Endpoint. Now you will see the endpoint will be added. The details are here related to the endpoint, and it says that no webhook attempts in the past 15 days because we haven't used it yet. So let us use it and see it's waiting for a webhook response, which means we have to perform the event, that is adding new customer. Going back to the dashboard, here you will find customers, click on customers and add a new customer. So I'm going to add a new customer over here. Let's say the name is demo user 1. The account email address is. The description is that this customer is a client. The billing email you have to select as same as the account email, otherwise you have to enter a separate email address over here. Then the country according to which your contact number will be added, and the number here. Shipping address and billing address same. And see, there are so many fields now. As you can see, the name of the customer, this is a dummy customer I'm creating for this workflow. So I have added sufficient information as per the dummy customer. Click on Add Customer, and because here it is waiting for a webhook response, we will receive the response in no time as soon as the contact is updated over here. You see, we have received the response where we have the details related to the newly created customer at Stripe. Now, when we have received all the information related to that, let us proceed ahead with the action application. Now, make sure before you proceed with the action application, this is my MS Excel sheet workbook that I have created. Now, I have named it Stripe Customers because I'm going to keep a record of all the Stripe customers over here. Now, what details I want? The basic details are name, email address, phone number, and the title of the customer that we have set as client for this specific dummy customer. So, we are going to fetch that information from this response of the trigger application. So, choose over here as MS Excel, and the event this time will be to add row to worksheet. Now this is a worksheet, and you will be adding one row to this worksheet. Click on connect, add new connection, and then connect with Microsoft Excel. Now, since you've already opened your worksheet over here, it will automatically detect your account. You just have to give access so that Pabbly Connect can fill these columns in your worksheet with the detail of the trigger response. Now, as you can see, the accounts are connected, and here you have to enter the workbook name. So what is the workbook name? You have to search from this drop down menu, and here it is the one. Stripe Customers is the name of our workbook. How many sheets are there? The worksheet is just one. So let it be to sheet 1 only, because there is no choice for us. We are working on just one worksheet. Now you have column A, B, C, and D over here, and see they have the same name that you have given over here in your sheet. So because we have selected the workbook and worksheet correctly, it will fetch all the rows that you need to fill the details with. Now here we will map our data from the triggers response. How? So that every time a new customer is created, so that data will be updated with the new values over here in every new row. Okay, so we are not going to enter here manually, but we will be mapping it. So insert data from the previous step. Our previous step was Stripe, and this is the drop down menu of all the responses. So the newly created customer name was this. What was the email address of the person? So you can take advantage of the search and map data field, enter some hint, and then it will straight away take you to the value. Phone number. So again, you can scroll down either, and if you have a hint, then you can type it in the search and map data. What was the title of the customer? Like I will type over here client, and here we have the value. When all of the filling is done, then click on save and send test request, and then you will receive a response from the action application that the work has been done. See, this is the data that we entered over here, and from A2 to D2 the rows have been filled. Now it says that the work has been done. Let us close this module and go to our Excel workbook to check were we able to do it or not. And here it is. Refresh your workbook, and see, here we have the data, the title, the phone number, the email address, and the name of the person, which means that we were able to add rows in your Excel workbook whenever a new Stripe customer will be created, so that you don't have to share your credential of your Stripe account to anybody. If you want to give them the list of all your customers, you can just share this Excel sheet to them and your work is done. This was the whole workflow. I hope this helped. Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.